Frank, how good is the software? Like, how early have you guys been?
That's a very good question, Nate. So we found Goblin Town at 8 followers, Valhalla at 100 followers, Meme Land at 1,000 followers. That's usually the cap. We usually find most sub 1,000.
So I guess the first kind of question is, why was this created? Why did you guys want to kind of create this and go down this path?
So we developed the software to make an impression when we find new projects, to be able to find these projects before they blow up and get noticed by the founders, so that we can be on to the next meta before the next hype wave.
So look, I guess it's all well and good to kind of find projects early, all that kind of stuff, but how does it actually work under the hood?
So that's the thing. It's sort of a information overload, right? So we're looking at NFT Twitter constantly, and what happens is we've got senior analysts who have been in the space for a long time. They look at these potential projects, right? And so what we've done is we've classified ETH into 3 different categories. Then we've got Solana, other chains, DAOs, artists, all different categories that are pushed out and are all available for consumption as seen fit by our community members.
So I guess what kind of tips would you give someone who's trying to get in on a project or look for those early projects?
That's another great question. So looking at NFT Twitter and looking at the influencers and sort of those who are making moves, you can see that they're looking at certain projects, they're following new production companies, NFT drops. So you can follow those people and you can see, that your feed will suddenly start to be populated with actions that they've taken, retweets, likes. When they start following certain projects, it'll certainly pop up on your feed at some point, right? But so, and that's definitely something that you can do that's definitely available to you. But what we've done is we've sort of, we've expedited the process and sort of amplified it in a way so that you can consume in a more, a convenient fashion, if you will, in our Discord currently, and it'll eventually be a fully customizable web dashboard. We've been working on it for almost a year now, and Abe is definitely our pride and joy, our flagship software.
When I put Abe into the server, what I noticed a lot of people in the server did is they first had a look and they realized just how early things were and just how easy and convenient it was. And that almost becomes a kickoff for a talking point of what project to kind of get in. Hey, should we get in? Should we follow this? Hey, should the collab manager reach out? That's almost like what it is. How do you kind of see the use of this kind of tech moving forward?
That's another great question, Nate, and I'm glad you asked. This is definitely just the beginning, and what we've done is basically sort of fleshed out the algorithm and the AI engine. There's plenty more that we're building. We're actually going to be publishing our Medium article this week, and you'll be able to fully customize our software suite. And so what we're going to do is have it so that you can, fully customize your experience. So if you're more into a certain type of NFTs, a certain genre, you'll obviously have the main feed available to you, but you'll be able to fully customize as well. So, leveraging our experts and our analysts, as well as, your research and expertise in the space as you grow and expand.
How have you kind of gone through the space? How have you navigated through the space? What were some of those first projects that you got into? Because obviously you saw a gap and an opening, you saw a struggle that you had, and eventually you're like, cool, you'll solve that. But essentially, I want to get down to the details, like who is Frank? What was the last rug pull that you ended up minting? All that kind of stuff.
My first mint was actually August of 2021. It was the Secret Society of Whales. And I had read about the tech before. I had heard about the NBA Top Shots and that, and had been sort of dabbling in stuff, but I had a bunch of other stuff going on and didn't really dive into it as much until August of last year. And then so got into it. I really fell in love with the tech. Obviously, I always knew about the blockchain and crypto and that stuff, but not necessarily the full aspects of non-fungible tokens and everything that can be done with that. Digital ownership. Provenance and all different aspects of it. So I was really fascinated. But then I promptly, minted a rug pull, and the Twitter and the Discord disappeared the next week. I think it was Republic of Zombies, actually. Yeah, that was the first one. And then Loopy Donuts, that was another one that was hyped up and then bought the top and fell right out of the bottom. So, and then to circle back to your other question about why, we sort of developed this and what the need was, at the 1st of January, one of my a friend that I had met through the Secret Society of Whales, he sold one of his whitelist spots for Invisible Friends for 10 ETH, and here I was just mind blown, right? I had been doing other stuff prior and working on another project and just grinding my teeth and trying to get things done, and it was just not working. And then I'm like, wow, it can be this easy. You just need to be early, right? So, and thus Abe was born.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Is it this a similar story with other people on your team? How have you guys kind of got a bunch of people together to actually kind of execute on this?
Yeah, no, that's also another great question. We've got such an amazing team. I met a lot of people through the Secret Society of Wales. People talk about it, the NFT being just a PFP or whatnot, right? But the community aspect is monstrous. Like, you cannot underestimate the power of community. And I've met a lot of people. It might sound cheesy to say, but I've met a lot of great people through the Secret Society of Wales, and just in general on NFT Twitter and such, and in different discords, and a lot of people we've gotten on the team that I've just met through word of mouth and such. So yeah.
Cool. I guess one last kind of thing, shout out to anyone that's kind of sort of watching. What would that sort of uh, call to action be? What would it kind of be to kick them into gear to actually kind of do this, either through Abe or not?
Yeah, well, so definitely check out eilabs.ai. So Abe is available through eilabs.ai. We've got a ton of other software tools in our suite as well that are being developed. You can check out our light paper; it'll be linked there as well. And you can definitely pop into Discord and ask any questions. We're always open.
Awesome. Thanks for coming on, Frank, and explaining what it is, how it works, and all that good stuff.
I appreciate it. Thanks very much for having me.
So if you found value in this video and you want more content just like this, make sure you scroll down there, hit up that subscribe button, and also hit up the like button. As always, it's been a pleasure having you with me. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.